Your inner dialogue, architect of reality. The voice inside. The internal narrative that plays within each of us is a profound sculptor of our individual realities. It's the silent conversation, the constant stream of thoughts that interpret our experiences, drive our emotions, and guide our choices. This inner dialogue, whether uplifting or undermining, holds immense power in shaping who we become and what we achieve. Consider a moment of profound decision where uncertainty looms large. There is a voice inside your head. It never stops. It comments, critiques, questions. What if I fail? They'll laugh at me. I'm not ready. This incessant internal monologue is a universal human experience. It's the constant chatter that fills the quiet moments and often amplifies during times of stress or uncertainty. This voice, while sometimes a source of insight and motivation, can also become a relentless internal saboteur, planting seeds of doubt and fear. The echoing refrains of self-doubt often hold us captive, preventing us from stepping outside our comfort zones and pursuing our aspirations. These internal critiques, though stemming from a desire for self-preservation, can paradoxically limit our potential and keep us from experiencing growth. You might think it's just background noise. But that voice? It's building your reality, brick by brick, synapse by synapse. Every word shapes your brain's architecture. And today we take control. The neuroscience of self-talk. Our minds are incredibly active, generating an astonishing number of thoughts every single day. For most of us, this constant stream of internal chatter, our self-talk, runs on autopilot, shaping our mood, our perceptions, and even our physical responses without conscious intervention. Understanding the neuroscience behind this pervasive inner voice is the first step toward harnessing its power. Let's get scientific. Your brain processes 60,000 thoughts daily. Most are repetitive. Most are unconscious. And here's the game changer. Every single one physically alters your brain. When you think, "I'm terrible at this," neurons fire. Repeat it? The connection strengthens. Do it daily? It becomes a neural superhighway. This is Hebb's law. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Your inner dialogue isn't just talk. It's construction. And you're the foreman. The critic versus the coach. Our inner dialogue isn't a monolithic entity. It often presents itself as two distinct voices vying for our attention and influence. One is the familiar, often harsh, critic, and the other, a supportive, empowering coach. Recognizing and understanding these two internal forces is crucial for consciously shaping our self-talk and, by extension, our brain's architecture. Most people have a default voice, the critic. Not good enough. Who do you think you are? This isn't just negative thinking. It's self-sabotage at a cellular level. The critic floods your brain with cortisol, the stress hormone. It shrinks your prefrontal cortex, the decision maker. It weakens your immune system. But there's another voice, the coach. What if I try? I'm learning. The coach releases dopamine. It strengthens neural pathways for resilience. It primes your brain for growth. You get to choose which voice you amplify. While the critic can be a powerful force, the coach offers a potent antidote. This supportive internal dialogue shifts our perspective from judgment to curiosity, from fear to growth. Crucially, this positive self-talk isn't just a mental exercise. It has a profound biological impact, releasing dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, motivation, and learning. This neurochemical boost actively strengthens the very neural pathways that foster resilience and prime our brains for continued growth and adaptation. The 3-second rule. In the immediate aftermath of criticism or a perceived setback, our brains often default to an automatic, fear-based response. This is where the 3-second rule comes into play, a powerful technique to intercept the critic's automatic programming and engage the more rational, problem-solving parts of our brain. It's about creating a crucial pause, a brief window of opportunity to choose our response. Here's how to intercept the critic. The 3-second rule. When a negative thought hits, you have 3 seconds before it triggers your amygdala, the fear center. In those 3 seconds, you can reroute it. This rule is a powerful, yet simple, neuroscientific hack for emotional regulation. The amygdala, our brain's ancient alarm system, is incredibly quick to react to perceived threats, including negative self-talk. Once activated, it can flood our system with stress hormones and trigger a cascade of fear-based responses. However, there's a small but critical window, approximately 3 seconds, before this automatic fear response fully takes hold. During this brief period, we have the power to consciously intervene and redirect the neural pathway. Step 1. Catch it. I'm going to embarrass myself. The first crucial step in mastering our inner dialogue is to become acutely aware of our thoughts as they arise. Often, negative self-talk operates on autopilot, slipping past our conscious awareness and embedding itself before we even realize its impact. Catching it means developing the mental vigilance to identify these unhelpful thoughts the moment they appear, before they fully take root and trigger a cascade of negative emotions. Step 2. Label it. Once a negative thought has been caught, the next vital step is to consciously label it. This act of labeling isn't about judging the thought or ourselves, but rather about creating a psychological distance from it. By identifying the thought as originating from the critic, we externalize it, recognizing it as a familiar pattern of unhelpful self-talk rather than an absolute truth about ourselves or the situation. This simple act can disrupt its power and prevent it from spiraling into anxiety. There's the critic. Step 3. Reframe it. I'm nervous because this matters. That's okay. This isn't positive thinking. It's strategic neuroplasticity. You're literally rewiring your brain in real time. This final step is the most transformative. Reframing is about consciously choosing an alternative interpretation of the situation or feeling, one that is more constructive and empowering. It's not about denying reality or forcing an overly optimistic viewpoint, positive thinking, but rather about shifting perspective to find meaning, opportunity, or acceptance. This deliberate act of choosing a different narrative directly engages neuroplasticity, actively building new, stronger neural pathways that support resilience and growth. You are, quite literally, architecting your brain's future by deciding which thoughts to amplify and solidify. Case study: the power of yet. One of the most profound examples of strategic neuroplasticity in action, particularly in an educational context, is the introduction of a single, powerful word, yet. This seemingly small linguistic adjustment can dramatically shift a fixed mindset towards a growth mindset, instantly reframing perceived limitations into temporary challenges. The power of yet lies in its ability to rewire our interpretation of difficulty and foster a belief in future development. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck discovered something revolutionary. Students who said, "I can't do this," shut down. But when they added one word, "I can't do this," yet, everything changed. That tiny word, yet, activates the brain's growth circuits. It shifts focus from failure to progress. Brain scans show, saying yet lights up the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the region for problem solving and resilience. It's not magic. It's neuroscience. Your words are programming your brain. Choose them wisely. The body keeps the score. Our inner dialogue doesn't just influence our minds, it profoundly impacts our physical selves. The way we talk to ourselves, the beliefs we hold, and the emotions they generate are intricately linked to our physiology. Our posture, our breath, our very cellular chemistry, all respond to the narrative playing within our heads. This is the essence of "the body keeps the score." Our physical state is a manifest reflection of our psychological landscape. Your inner dialogue doesn't just shape your mind. It sculpts your body. Negative self-talk increases muscle tension, shallow breathing, weakens immunity, ages cells faster. Positive self-talk boosts testosterone, confidence, lowers stress hormones, improves posture, slows cellular aging. Your body is listening. Every word is a command. The intricate connection between our thoughts and our physical well-being is undeniable. Our internal narrative, far from being a mere mental construct, actively orchestrates our body's chemistry and physical state. Every thought we entertain sends signals that either bolster or undermine our physical resilience, influencing everything from our immune system to the very aging process of our cells. Recognizing this profound link empowers us to consciously choose language that serves our overall health. The 7-Day Neural Rewire Challenge. Taking control of our inner dialogue is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with consistent practice. The 7-Day Neural Rewire Challenge is designed to provide a structured, actionable framework for intentionally shifting from a default critic to a proactive coach. This challenge leverages the principles of neuroplasticity, allowing us to actively build and strengthen new, more supportive neural pathways in a focused period. Ready to become the architect of your mind? The journey to mastering your inner dialogue begins with a single step, followed by consistent, intentional practice. This 7-day challenge is your blueprint for actively shaping the neural architecture of your brain, transforming not just your thoughts, but your entire reality. By engaging daily with specific exercises, you'll systematically weaken the critic's pathways and fortify the coach's. The 7-Day Challenge. Day 1. Notice your inner voice. Write down 3 common phrases. The first step in any transformation is awareness. For many, the inner voice operates largely outside conscious scrutiny, its negative patterns so ingrained they feel like an inescapable part of who we are. Day 1 of the challenge is dedicated to simply observing this internal chatter without judgment, beginning the critical process of identifying its most frequent and impactful declarations. Day 2. Replace one negative phrase with yet. I can't yet. Building on the awareness gained on Day 1, Day 2 introduces a powerful, yet simple, technique for immediate mental reframing, the addition of yet. This tiny word is a linguistic lever that shifts a fixed mindset into a growth mindset, opening the door to possibility and learning. It's a direct application of Dweck's research, engaging the brain's problem-solving circuits and reducing the immediate shutdown response associated with absolute negative statements. Day 3. Add a morning affirmation. I am capable of growth. On Day 3, the challenge shifts to proactive mental programming. While Days 1 and 2 focused on reacting to and reframing existing negative thoughts, Day 3 introduces a deliberate, positive input into your internal dialogue. Morning affirmations are a powerful tool for setting a positive tone for the day, priming your brain for growth, and building self-belief before external stressors can take hold. Day 4. Reframe one criticism as curiosity. Day 4 introduces a fundamental shift in how we approach setbacks and perceived failures. Instead of allowing criticism to trigger self-blame and the critic's harsh judgments, the challenge is to consciously pivot to a stance of curiosity. This reframing transforms a potentially demotivating experience into a valuable learning opportunity, engaging the problem-solving regions of the brain rather than the fear centers. It's about extracting wisdom from struggle. Why did I fail? What did I learn? Day 5. Compliment yourself genuinely. Day 5 shifts the focus to active self-appreciation and recognition. While it might feel awkward or even unnatural at first, genuinely complimenting oneself is a crucial practice for building self-esteem and counteracting the critic's tendency to magnify flaws. This isn't about vanity, it's about acknowledging your strengths, efforts, and positive qualities, thereby strengthening neural pathways associated with self-worth and confidence. Day 6. Practice 5 minutes of mindful silence. On Day 6, the challenge shifts from active verbal reframing to cultivating a deeper sense of inner peace and observation. Practicing mindful silence is about creating space between yourself and your thoughts, allowing you to observe your inner dialogue without getting swept away by it. This practice strengthens the meta-awareness aspect of your brain, enhancing your ability to choose your responses rather than reacting automatically. It's a powerful tool for recognizing the critic's voice as just that, a voice, not necessarily the truth. Day 7. Review. Notice the shift. By Day 7, you've laid down new neural pathways. The construction has begun. On the final day of the challenge, the focus is on reflection and recognition of the progress made. While neural rewiring is an ongoing process, even a week of intentional practice can create noticeable shifts in your inner dialogue and overall mindset. Day 7 is about solidifying these new patterns, celebrating your efforts, and recognizing the tangible changes within your own mind. You are no longer merely a passive recipient of your thoughts. You are an active architect, and the foundations of a more supportive internal landscape have been firmly laid. The new reality. The profound journey of rewiring our inner dialogue culminates in a new reality, one where our minds are allies, not adversaries. By consciously shifting from the incessant negativity of the critic to the empowering voice of the coach, we unlock an entirely new way of experiencing the world. This transformation isn't just about feeling better, it's about fundamentally altering our perception, our capabilities, and our potential. The effort invested in understanding and redirecting our self-talk truly builds a new existence, brick by neural brick. Your inner dialogue is not the truth. It's a habit. And habits can be broken. Do it. Rebuilt. You are not stuck with the voice you inherited. You are the architect, the sculptor, the director. So tonight, as you lie in bed, listen. And when the voice whispers, "You can't," lean in and reply, "Watch me." This powerful realization is the culmination of our journey. Our internal narrative, however ingrained, is not an immutable part of our identity, but a deeply wired habit. And like any habit, it can be consciously observed, challenged, and ultimately transformed. We are not passive recipients of our thoughts. We are the active creators of our mental landscape, possessing the profound capacity to break old patterns and build new ones that serve our highest potential.